Soldiers' superior performance. Awards will be presented to those soldiers that have distinguished themselves during the training cycle. Again, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to come forward and take pictures at any time. Please do not interfere with the movement of the soldiers. The Distinguished Honor Graduate of the Cycle Award is presented to the soldier who demonstrates overall excellence in training and character development throughout the training cycle. This cycle's Distinguished Honor Graduate is
Private First Class Maria Caputo, West Islip, New York.
The Basic Rifle Marksmanship Award is presented to the soldier that attains the highest score during live fire qualification for the M16 Alpha II or M4 rifle. The cycle's recipients scored 35 hits out of 40. The Marksmanship Award is presented to
Private Aaron Van Heinen, Seattle, Washington.
The Physical Fitness Award is presented to the soldier who achieved the highest score on the final Army Physical Fitness Test. This cycle's recipient scored 334 points, exceeding the normal maximum 300 points and placing them on the Army Physical Fitness Test Extended Scale. This award is presented to
Private Kelly Schurz, Poquoson, Virginia.
The Most Highly Motivated Soldier of the Cycle Award is presented to that soldier who has shown the greatest overall improvement in attitude and performance throughout the cycle. This award is named after Private Louis Burtz on the night of 18th August, 1918. An act of heroism by Private Louis Burtz, assigned to Alpha Battery, 19th Field Artillery, gave the regiment its motto, Per Scintillam Flammam, through the spark, the flame. The battery had fired over 2,000 rounds at the German enemy as they attempted to capture the village of Frappella and Hill 415. The Germans retaliated with mustard and arsenic gases during the battle. Alpha Battery had problems with lights used as aiming points. Disregarding personal safety, Private Burtz took up position in front of the guns and lit matches to provide aiming points for the artillery. He continued this throughout the battle, as enemy high explosive and gas shells exploded all around him, saturating the area with gas. It is in his memory and honor that we present the Private Louis Burtz Award for Class 50-14 to
Private Ricky Bornemeyer, Fairbanks, Alaska.
The following soldiers are Distinguished Honor Graduates. Their superior performance has placed them in the top 10% of their graduating class. These soldiers have received a letter of commendation from the 19th Field Artillery Battalion Commander, Lieutenant Colonel Stasevich, which has been placed in their official files. We ask you please hold your applause until all honor graduates have been recognized. The honor graduates for Class 50-14 are
Private Thomas Blackburn, Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida.
Specialist Leslie Pally, Queens, New York.
Private Ariante Chrome, Flint, Michigan.
Private Carlos Delgado, Chicago, Illinois.
Private First Class Jennifer Pashenko, Brooklyn, New York.
Private Hector Fuentes, Buenos Aires, Puerto Rico.
Specialist James Henderson, Cleveland, Ohio.
Private Carl Kelly, Limerick, Pennsylvania.
Private First Class Timothy Lee King, Chicago, Illinois.
Private Banner Massaquoi, Bronx, New York.
Private Etienne Montoya, San Diego, California.
Private Vanessa Marino, Gilbert, Arizona.
Private Nathaniel Orozco, Pomona, California.
Private First Class William Red, Phoenix, Arizona.
Specialist Corey Southall, Mobile, Alabama.
Specialist Bethany Stewart, Jackson, Wyoming.
Specialist Babila Tom, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Specialist Vincent Turner, Los Angeles, California.
Please give these exceptional soldiers a round of applause. And now for the rest of graduating class 50-14. Please hold your applause until all soldiers have crossed the stage. During the training cycle, there are certain standards that have to be met in order to be distinguished as Honor Platoon. For class 50-14, First Platoon has met these standards and is distinguished as Honor Platoon. First Platoon is led by the Platoon Sergeant, Drill Sergeant Asuna. The graduates of First Platoon Hostile are
Private Nathaniel Abel, Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Private Gabriel Acosta, Clarksville, Tennessee.
Private Dean Alvin Jr., San Francisco, California.
Private Tamlin Anderson, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Private Philip Kaku Anthony, Handel, Virginia.
Private Jonathan Armendariz, Los Angeles, California.
Private First Class, Eduardo Arriaga, Los Angeles, California.
Private James Arthur, Seattle, Washington.
Specialist Rakina Banks, Cheverly, Maryland.
Private Ian Banks Clark, Portland, Oregon.
Private John Barclay, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Private Sean Baird, Linden, Nevada. Private Logan Baxter, San Pedro, California.
Private First Class, Danilo Pittman, Queens, New York. Private Jordan Bigelow, Sanford, Maine.
Private William Bishop Jr., Atlanta, Georgia. Private Nathan Wagner, Columbus, Ohio. Private Theodore Clare, Queens, New York.
Specialist Jasmine Broward, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Private First Class Christina Bryan, Montana, California.
Private Kevin Michelle, Janesville, Wisconsin.
Private Daniel Caldera, Houston, Texas.
Private First Class, Michael Castillo, Augusta, Georgia.
Private Joseph Gaspaluccio, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Private Lauren Castillo, Honolulu, Hawaii. Private First Class Maybelline Castro, Caguas, Puerto Rico.
Private Tate Chambers, Orlando, Florida.
Private Adam Childress, Pikeville, Kentucky.
Private Terrence Christopher, Norfolk, Virginia.
Specialist Lauren Clark, Country Club Hills, Illinois.
Private First Class Sarah Collins, Vancouver, Washington.
Private First Class Jorge Cortez, Ontario, California.
Private Stephen Corey, Lancaster, California.
Private Cynthia Cowan, Seymour, Tennessee.
Private Andrew Cohen, Orville, Ohio.
Private David Crawford, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Private First Class Julie Curtin, Long Beach, California.
Private First Class Eric Davis, Evansville, Indiana.
Private First Class Richard Davis, Miami, Florida.
Private James Netro, Columbus, Ohio.
Private Matthew Dixon, Atlanta, Georgia.
Private Byron Dowdell, Atlanta, Georgia.
Second platoon is led by their platoon sergeant, Drill Sergeant Hutchinson. The graduates of second platoon Widowmakers are
Private First Class Aspen Camp, Paoli, Indiana.
Private Kanisha Day, New Britain, Connecticut.
Private Micah Goffinier, Greenville, Ohio.
Specialist Samuel Truemeller, Whitehall, Illinois.
Private Matthew Eckberg, Akron, Ohio.
Private Taisha Ingram, Sampson, Alabama.
Private Henry F. Atlanta, Georgia.
Private Leo Floyd, Orlando, Florida.
Private Tiffany Gaynor, Stowe, Ohio.
Private Angel Gaia, Lee City, New Jersey.
Specialist Alexander Gonzalez, Stony Point, New York.
Private William Grant, Chillicothe, Missouri.
Private Jason Yebb, Honolulu, Hawaii.
Private Zachary Hedges, Crystal Lake, Illinois.
Private Darrell Harper, South Brunswick, New Jersey.
Private Andrew Harrison, Dallas, Texas.
Private First Class Jennifer Haycraft, San Diego, California.
Private First Class Elena Helmar, Colton, New York.
Private Kenneth Henderson, Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Private Michael Herrera, Victorville, California. Private First Class Renato Herrera, Montana, California.
Private Aiden Hill, Sydney, Australia.
Private Erica Hilliard, Portsmouth, Virginia.
Private First Class Charles Hines, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Private Janaea Hodge, Akron, Ohio.
Private Alex Hope, Atlanta, Georgia.
Private Taylor Howard, Dayton, Ohio.
Private Kevin Jenkins, Poughkeepsie, New York. Private Jimmy John, East Bell, California.
Private Joel Jimenez, Long Beach, California.
Private Isaac Johnson, Boston, Massachusetts.
Specialist Curtis Jones, Harlem, New York. Private First Class Robert Jones, Newark, New Jersey.
Private Shakia Josiah, Hollandale, Florida.
Private First Class Megan Kawaguchi, Sacramento, California.
Private Virgil Keel, Canandaigua, New York.
Private John Kenny, Chicago, Illinois.
Private Eric Kessler, Roxana, Illinois.
Private Nearshaw Khan, Queens, New York. Specialist Isaac Cape, Auburn, Alabama.
Private Seth Blister, Andersville, Virginia.
Specialist Portia Trevor, Ajae'sha, New Jersey.
Private First Class Jasmine Martin, Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
Private Christopher Beach, Louisville, Kentucky.
Third platoon is led by the platoon sergeant, Drill Sergeant Cox. The graduates of 3rd Platoon Savages are
Private Roman Knez, Boyd, Wisconsin.
Private Aaron Knight, Ocean Springs, Kentucky. Private First Class Myra Marie, Richmond, Virginia.
Private First Class Faulkner, Bronx, New York.
Private Samuel Lee, Fairfax, Virginia.
Private Logan Richards, Chino Hills, California.
Private Junior Llewellyn, Hartford, Connecticut.
Private First Class Lalo Lopez, Houston, Texas.
Private Caleb Lorch, Flat City, Missouri.
Private John Malamont, Stockton, California.
Private Ryan Marquez, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Private First Class Anthony Martinez, Manavillas, Puerto Rico. Private Nathan McGowan, Springfield, Illinois. Private Sergio Mena, Anaheim, California.
Private Garrett Mercer, Stickerville, New Jersey.
Specialist Kate Miller, Normal, Illinois.
Private Joshua Mitchell, Camp Verde, Arizona.
Private Jacob Hunter, Bakersville, California. Private Noah Montez, Los Angeles, California.
Private First Class Jacob Moran, Wichita, Kansas.
Private Bianca Morales, Cleveland, Ohio.
Private Frank Navarrete, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Specialist Bonifacio Limeso, Brentwood, Maryland.
Specialist Bernard Guena, Fairfield, North Carolina.
Private First Class Andrea Nickel, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Private Charles Yama, Alexandria, Virginia.
Private Mary Nyakura, Wichita, Kansas.
Private Randy Lobizo, West Covina, California.
Private Megan Ortiz,
Private Andrew Parker, Montgomery, Alabama.
Private Desert Payne, Warren, California.
Specialist Teresa Petty, Sierra Vista, Arizona.
Private Michael Morales, Tucson.
Private Miguel Plaza, Northridge, California.
Private Atlante Pleasant, Chicago, Illinois.
Private Lawrence Conroy, Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Private First Class Monica Pradhan, Houston, Texas.
Private Bob Pruitt, Atlanta, Georgia.
Specialist Courtney Ramsey, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Private Tori Searcy, Tudor, Washington. Private Sarah Shelton, Muncie, Indiana.
Private First Class Reassure, Nanjing, China.
Fourth platoon is led by the platoon sergeant, drill sergeant or not. The graduates of 4th Platoon Hellraisers are
Private Jacob Redford, Plano, Texas.
Private Gabriel Rivera, Hoboken, New Jersey.
Private Scott Roberts, Mansfield, Massachusetts.
Private Jeffrey Robles, Tucson, Arizona. Private Hector Rodriguez, Prospect Heights, Illinois. Private Bill Roman, Chicago, Illinois.
Private Roger Rue, Erie, Pennsylvania.
Private Angel Rosa, Bronx, New York.
Private Brandon Rudolph, Evergreen, Alabama.
Private Patrick Ryan, Boise, Idaho. Private Dustin Salisbury, Grand Prairie, Texas.
Private Michael Salisbury, Springfield, Illinois. Private Richard Schmidt, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Private First Class Gabriel Seekers, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Private First Class John Wolf, Shea, Teddo, Guam.
Private Tyler Simmons, Houston, Texas.
Specialist Sanjay Singha, Queens, New York.
Private First Class Eric Smith, Rochester, New York.
Private First Class Carla Soto, Clark, Texas.
Private Brandon Souza, Boston Spa, New York.
Specialist Leah Stewart, Bronx, New York.
Specialist Philip Zubedi, Lakeland, Florida.
Private Cody Sutton, Omak, Washington.
Private First Class Matthew Tabone, Apple Valley, Minnesota. Private Shakir Tim, New York, New York.
Private First Class Tesseria Thomas, Victorville, California.
Private Ann Toon, Moultrie, Georgia.
Private Joseph Tracker, Kissimmee, Florida. Private Andy Strand, Honolulu, Hawaii. Private First Class Tony Tran, Long Beach, California.
Private Dalton Troy, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Private Christopher Valadares, Sacramento, California.
Private Cassidy Van Tassel, Belfast, Maine.
Specialist Daniel Walsh, Mahwah, New Jersey.
Private Kenneth Walton, Carver City, Colorado.
Private Sean Ward, Ukiah, California.
Private Riley Wasserback, Aliso Viejo, California.
Private Anthony Weber, Rockford, Illinois.
Private Christina Watt, Flores, Alabama.
Private First Class Ajae'sha Williams, Jackson, Michigan.
Private Danielle Williams, Houston, Texas.
Private Nicolette Wilson, Fredericksburg, Virginia. Private Jasmine Young, Bronx, New York.
Private Tyler Zane, Toledo, Ohio.
At this time, Captain Morello presents Command Sergeant Major McCacken with a certificate declaring him an honorary graduate of Class 50-14. We will now present a brief video displaying some of the more memorable moments of this basic combat training cycle.